It should be a very hard day for us here in America as Jews. I'm going to share with you a few things about me personally. Every year, I take a group of seniors to Poland and Israel. And everybody expects that Poland is going to be the hardest place to visit. Going to Auschwitz, going to mass graves. But I'll tell you something. The hardest place for me to visit is Har Herzl. That's the military cemetery in Jerusalem. I know what to expect when I go to Poland. It's a place that defies imagination. None of us could have come up with any of the things that happened in Poland. None of us could even imagine the horrors that were committed against our people. But when we get to Israel, it's time for celebration. How many of you have been to a bar mitzvah? How many of you have been to a summer camp or plan to go to a summer camp? Or maybe you're thinking about studying for a year in Israel after you graduate. Okay, it's a place full of life. How many of you love the frozen yogurt that you can get on Ben Yehuda? Or the chocolate? So when we go to Har Herzl, and we pay respects to the men and women that have fought and died to give us the ability to visit Israel, I don't know what to do, or how to react, or how to keep my composure. I walk around school and I can give most of you a smile. Sometimes I yell at you, sometimes if you're doing something stupid, right? But mostly it's a, hi, how you doing today? Okay. You go to Israel, boys and girls your age, or a little bit older, they put on a uniform and all of a sudden I don't know what to say. Because these are the people that are protecting me, and you, and the state of Israel. Some of you heard the story of Yoni Netanyahu today. Some of you are familiar with it. Yoni Netanyahu died saving Jews, not in Israel. He died in Entebbe, rescuing hostages that were taken because they were Jewish. Israeli soldiers protect every single one of us. Today is about remembering individuals. During your homeroom classes, a lot of you heard the stories of individuals that died. They might have been soldiers, they might have been people sitting in cafes, might have been children playing in a sandbox that were shot by a sniper. There are many, many, unfortunately, large numbers of people that have been killed by our enemies. I'm going to share with you one more story. It's the story of Gadi Ezra. He was killed on April 4th, 2002, while attempting to evacuate a wounded soldier in the midst of battle in Jenin. He was 23 years old. He was engaged to Galiti. A month before he died, he wrote her a letter, just in case something would happen to him. I'm going to read you that letter. My dear Galiti, if this letter reaches you, it means that something has happened to me. This morning, we were informed that the mission planned yesterday will, with the Almighty's help, take place today. I told you that the mission had been changed and was not to be carried out as planned. I didn't want to worry you, my dearest. It was very hard for me not to tell you the truth, but I preferred it this way, than for you to be crazy with worry. My beloved, on one hand, I feel that there is nothing more that I want in this world than to be with you, to love you, and to establish a home and a family with you. But on the other hand, there isn't anything that I want more than to be a part of this military operation and strike those terrorists a blow so strong that they will never again consider carrying out a terrorist attack. In order to do this, there is a price that we must pay. I am willing to be that price. Don't be angry with me, my love, but at this moment, like this, your feelings for Klal Yisrael is the feeling that is supposed to guide you right now. and you relate to this evil as if your private life does not exist. Soldiers of King David's army would free their wives from marriage before going into battle. My beautiful one, I love you so much, and the only grief of mine is the fact that you have sorrow, and I will not be the one who will be privileged to make you happy. You deserve all the happiness in the world. Therefore I ask, magnificent one, that you should be happy. That you should be happy, that you should love and blossom, because that is what you deserve. I will always watch over you from wherever I am, and I will see to it that you will meet someone who will make you even happier than I could have made you. My sweet one, don't forget, all that happens is for the best, and if this is what the Almighty chose, then this is what has to be. What is left for us is to accept it with love. I love you and will always love you, and want you to know that the thoughts in my head are only for you in these moments. And also I am sure in the moment that will happen, what has happened, you will be the last thing that I will think about. And I will leave this world with the knowledge that I was the most happy person that could be, and that is because of you. Know that you made me the happiest of men, and you brought me to achievements that all my life I only dreamt of reaching. I love you, my dearest, and thank you for all the good and all the joy you brought me while we were together. Really, it is not that we were together, but we are always together. Before we came to this world, and when we part from it, we are together. Remember this, my dearest, because always, always we are together, because the root of our souls is one. I promise you that where I am now is the most wonderful place that exists,